it is time to announce the Week 14, the final Mr. Texas Football Player of the Week nominees. Dave Campbell's Texas Football, along with Wells Fargo and in conjunction with the Academy Sports and Outdoors Texas Bowl, is proud to present the Mr. Texas Football Player of the Week award to the most deserving high schooler in the state of Texas. Every Monday at noon, that's now, on TexasFootball.com, that's here, we announce the 10 candidates for this week's award based on the previous week's on-field performance. We then leave it up to you. At TexasFootball.com/Player of the Week, you can vote. You can vote early, vote often. Let us know who you think should be the Mr. Texas Football Player of the Week. Voting closes around noon on Friday, and then we will announce it shortly afterwards here on Texas Football Today. 10 more great candidates, Max, for the final weekly award. We start. Munster quarterback Parker McGrew. 275 yards and 5 touchdowns passing, 65 yards and a touchdown rushing in a, let's say, cathartic win for Munster over Monday.
Did you see the banner that they raised?
Yeah.
We score real touchdowns.
That is, you know what?
Yeah.
So I got tweeted that about 100 times.
I did too.
And they said, did you see this? If you don't know, Monday beat Munster last year on a pretty, let's say a controversial touchdown call on the final play.
The most generous assessment of the call
Yes.
is it was controversial.
And so Munster, I think, had that stick in their craw for a while. So they ran through a sign that said, we score real touchdowns. And Parker McGrew scored quite a few. He is a nominee for Mr. Texas Football Player of the Week.
Very excited to see him in person this Friday.
Stephenville wide receiver Blake Aragon, 9 catches, 156 yards, and 2 touchdowns in Stephenville's big win over Argyle.
Yep.
They had no matchup for him. You know, they play tight man coverage at Argyle. That's one of their hallmarks.
Yep.
And Aragon just torched him.
Yep.
He's a nominee. Wichita Falls Hershey wide receiver defensive back Javen Banks. You thought I was going to say Demario Foster. 3 catches, 121 yards, and 2 touchdowns receiving, and he had 2 interceptions defensively.
And like 55 people on Facebook nominated him. So there was no way we weren't going to have him on. I don't think anyone's ever been nominated that many times in 1 week by that many people.
Bowling quarterback and linebacker Vernon Jackson, 203 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground. He threw a 47-yard touchdown pass. And, he had 3 sacks in Bowling's big win over East Bernard. Now, Lubbock Coronado quarterback Quay Gray, 451 yards and 6 touchdowns passing and 74 yards rushing in Lubbock Coronado's Crazy Town Banana Pants win over Colleyville Heritage. Colleyville Heritage quarterback Jagger LaRoe, 507 yards and 5 touchdowns passing for the Heritage quarterback.
Ridiculous.
He's a Mr. Texas Football Player of the Week nominee. As is Euless Trinity quarterback Courage Kine, 284 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground, grinding it out for a big win over Midland Lee.
Running back.
Did I say quarterback?
Yeah.
Running back,
It's
Courage
okay.
Kine.
It's fine.
Highland Park quarterback John Stephen Jones, 409 yards and 5 touchdowns passing for the HP quarterback as they cruise past Mansfield Summit. Falls City quarterback and defensive back Keyshawn Johnson. Coach Britt Hart's got to be pretty proud of this kid. 123 yards and 4 touchdowns passing, 174 yards and 2 touchdowns rushing, 6 tackles, and a pick defensively.
Not bad.
For Keyshawn Johnson as they get past, who'd they beat?
They beat Milano.
Milano, that's right. Milano. And San Augustine running back KJ Davis, 325 yards and 6 touchdowns on the ground for San Augustine running back KJ Davis.
He's really good.
So those are your Week 14 Mr. Texas Football Player of the Week nominees. Munster quarterback Parker McGrew, Stephenville wide receiver Blake Aragon, Wichita Falls Hershey wide receiver defensive back Javen Banks, Bowling quarterback / linebacker Vernon Jackson, Lubbock Coronado quarterback Quay Gray, Colleyville Heritage quarterback Jagger LaRoe, Euless Trinity running back Courage Kine, Highland Park quarterback John Stephen Jones, Falls City quarterback / defensive back Keyshawn Johnson, and San Augustine running back KJ Davis. Vote early, vote often, vote now at TexasFootball.com /Player of the Week.